everyone. So good to see you today. I hope this is working. I'm trying something new, so hopefully you can hear me. If you can, get up and chat. I'm actually over at my mom's house, and I can't even tell you the past 2 days, 100% are examples of how you have the absolute best networking strategy. How do you create an action plan that will give you success throughout the year? And so I thought I would just go live here and just give you a couple of quick tips and lessons learned to inspire you to have the most successful 2024 possible. And so you can see I'm over at my mom's house and they're putting a new roof on. And so, what does this have to do? And wait a minute, if you read the title, it's a roof and a birthday party. So, what does that have to do with anything? So, I'm going to explain all of that to you. But let me go ahead and introduce myself. If we haven't yet connected yet, I'm Laura Morlando, the Stress Commando, and I am the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. And this is networking know how, where we share a simple tip that helps you network more stress free, like we do in our Down and Dirty Networking online community. We are a community of professionals who are committed to relational networking. There are no 30-second commercials, there are no sales pitches. It is all about relational networking. So, what is relational networking? It's making sure that you have meaningful conversations to learn from and about somebody to have lasting and authentic relationships. And that's what the roof and a birthday party have in common. And that's how you can use this as a framework for your success for a really cool action plan in 2024. So first off, you need to understand and decide what type of networking you want to do in 2024. Do you want to have things that are more transactional where it's lead based? Or do you want things to be more relational, which relationship based? Now, if it is I believe in relationships, but I really need leads. So maybe you're doing the hybrid. Then this tip is for you. See, relational networking is all about the meaningful conversations I talked about yesterday. Just a little bit ago, just a little bit ago. So it's all about having meaningful conversations to build lasting, authentic relationships. But there's a hybrid approach between traditional networking and relational networking where you are going for leads, but you're doing so with a relational networking mindset. That is exactly where the roof comes in. So this roofer, who I really adore, has done a great job. It's Blue Nail Roofing. I met them at a traditional networking meeting. It was, and I kept seeing the owner, Eric, at every networking meeting. He had a really good 30-second commercial. But here's what I loved. He wasn't trying to sell you anything. He wasn't trying to sell me anything. He wanted to build relationships. And so I gravitated towards that. We struck up a conversation. I got to learn what he did. He learned what I did. And ultimately, his wife was a client of mine. I became a client of his, and he is a client of mine. This is the third roof on my mom's house from this company. I've had 2 roofs done on my house. It's the nature of being with all the hail damage. You end up getting new roofs all the time. But they do great work, and I never have to worry about it. I've known the owners, gosh, it's over 10 years. It might even be closer to 15 at this point. And they do great work because we have a relationship. We have meaningful conversations. We get to know each other because he engaged in relational networking those double-digit years ago. He and I are still connected to this day. And anytime I have a question about roofing or construction, thanks to him, the fence was also done by my mom. I know he's the trusted person I can call. He's my professional easy button when I need that assistance. So when you lead with a relational networking mindset, everything gets easier. You can trust people to give you advice and guidance when you are in need of that. But more importantly, they reach out to you for that trusted advice and guidance. There's times where he's reached out to me for questions. Hey, Laura, what about this? That's the difference maker. That's the difference maker in your action plan for 2024 is I would really encourage you, if you want success, adopt a relational networking mindset. Now, if you're like, Laura, I am so over traditional networking. I'm so over it. What I really want are deeper connections with real people. I want things to be more meaningful. Well, if that's you, yes, this is pretty meaningful here with the roof. I don't know if you see it here. But that's where the birthday party comes in. So yesterday was my mom's birthday. It was a birthday we didn't think we were going to get to. So we were super excited. She woke up not feeling well. And we weren't really sure if we weren't going to be able to celebrate her. Now, for anyone that knows my mom hates to be celebrated, like truly hates it. She prefers to not have anyone acknowledge her birthday. This is nothing new for my mom. So the fact that we were going to acknowledge this birthday was a very special one yesterday. We had, luckily, a couple of people decide to come over. They're going to give my mom communion, and they stayed to have a conversation. And during the course of the conversation, not only was my mom physically able to be up, we were really surprised, it was a miracle happening. But here's the part that ties into networking. During this, the conversation was so rich around the table. It was incredibly meaningful. It was so fulfilling. I could see my mom's physical energy draining, but I could see her vibrational energy soaring. I could see the other lady's vibrational energy soaring. The same was true for me. And during the course of the conversation, someone made mention, we never get to ask these types of deeper questions when we're out and about in our day. She paused. She was so much more meaningful. And I did everything I could to not make the conversation about me. But that's the point of relational networking. That's exactly what was happening at that birthday party. Curiosity, asking questions, getting to know more and about someone and learning from someone. It was fantastic. Now, I'm still pretty exhausted between yesterday, getting up at 6 in the morning with the roof for my mom. And I know my mom's asleep through the roofers right now in the house. But her vibrational energy is still through the roof. She still can't believe the rewarding conversations that she had yesterday. So if you wanted to know what a roof and a birthday party had in common, that's it. It is the framework for your successful action plan for 2024 for networking. So to recap, decide what type of networking you want. Whether you want transactional networking, that's more traditional, where you're exchanging leads, referrals, or job offers. Do you want relational networking, where it's more meaningful? Or do you want a little bit of a hybrid? If you want the hybrid and you're engaging in traditional networking events and activities, then adopt a relational networking mindset, just like my roofer friend, Eric. If you want things that are more meaningful in general in every conversation that you have, whether it's at a birthday party, family, friends, or even someone that works for this company here, we were having a really good conversation, then you want to engage in relational networking and recognize that it's a mindset, an activity, and an event. And it's the mindset that's the game changer. Choosing the right events and activities are how you love it or you hate it, depending on what you want to do. All right, so get up and chat. Let me know if this was helpful. And if you'd love to test drive what a full-blown relational networking event is all about, guess what? Drop the word sneak peek, and I will give you the link to learn more how you can join us next Wednesday afternoon for our virtual sneak peek event. We only have these 4 times a year. And so this is the first one of 2024. This is the first chance you're going to get to experience what it is like for you to be with Down and Dirty Networking. What is relational networking? How does this work for you? So come allow me to raise your vibrational energy. And I hope that this is super helpful. So drop the word sneak peek and we'll give you all the information. You can check it out and you're welcome to bring a friend. It's almost so much more fun to bring a friend. It's so much more meaningful too. All right, I hope this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know where you're watching and whether you're watching live, because I see so many people watching live. I appreciate you. And if you're watching on replay, appreciate you too. So anyway, I hope you guys have these kind of resources you can rely on like I do. And I hope you continue to have meaningful conversations like I did at my mom's birthday party yesterday. All right, I can't wait to see the sneak peek next week. Stay tuned for more tips and videos. You can tell it's getting cold with the sun going down. Stay tuned for more tips and videos on our Down and Dirty Networking Facebook and LinkedIn page. And I will see you next week. And until then, bye for now and happy networking.